piece of me. In a dystopian world where the sinister reality of cloning and organ harvesting was an accepted norm, Adam was raised in a cold, desolate orphanage. Clones were educated from a young age about their purpose, to be a walking reservoir of spare parts for anyone who could afford it. The facility was situated in a secluded area, far from prying eyes. Life in the orphanage was monotonous, marked by a daily routine that seemed designed to suppress any form of rebellion. The children, aware of their fate, had a hollow look in their eyes. Their laughter lacked genuine joy, and their dreams were stifled before they could take flight. Each child bore a distinct serial number, a cold reminder of their designation as mere commodities. The adults in charge referred to them by these numbers, further dehumanizing their existence. The walls were bare, painted in sterile, pale hues that seemed to absorb any semblance of hope. Despite the grim reality, Adam retained a glimmer of defiance within him. He was determined to find a way to break free from this suffocating environment and discover what lay beyond the boundaries of the facility. Adam was indoctrinated with the knowledge of his existence from a tender age. The orphanage provided a twisted form of education, preparing them for their predetermined fate. Their lessons focused on the importance of obedience and acceptance of their roles as organ donors. The teachers, who were the older clones deemed unfit for harvesting, delivered the grim curriculum with robotic precision. They drilled into the children the necessity of their sacrifice for the greater good of society. The adults acted as if they had embraced their destiny, but their haunted eyes betrayed the truth. Adam often found himself lost in thoughts of what life was like beyond the high walls of the facility. He wondered about the possibilities of genuine connection, of love, and of a life with purpose beyond being a source of spare parts. Sarah, another young clone, often caught his eye during these musings. Her spirit seemed unbroken, and her eyes held a spark of defiance that mirrored his own. They would steal fleeting glances, sharing an unspoken desire for freedom. In the midst of the bleakness, Adam found solace in whispered conversations with Sarah during stolen moments of respite. They would meet under the dim glow of the flickering corridor lights, hearts racing with both fear and excitement at the prospect of defiance. Their conversations shifted from the mundane to the possibilities of a life beyond the facility. They shared dreams of a world where clones were free, a place where they could be individuals with hopes, aspirations, and love. Sarah's courage fueled Adam's determination to challenge the status quo. He couldn't bear the thought of a life lived in the shadows, devoid of meaning and love. Together, they pledged to find a way to escape, to break the chains that bound them and seek a life worth living. As Adam grew older, he bore witness to the horrors of organ harvesting. The facility was a chilling display of life reduced to mere parts. The cries of agony echoed through the sterile corridors as fellow clones were stripped of their organs, their desperate pleas for mercy falling on deaf ears. The stench of antiseptics hung heavy in the air, mixing with the metallic tang of blood. The once bright eyes of the harvested were now vacant, robbed of their vitality. The cruelty of the world they inhabited became even more apparent with each passing day. Adam's heart bled for his fellow clones, their suffering etching scars in his soul. The anger and sadness that stirred within him only fueled his determination to escape this living nightmare and expose the truth to the world. Amidst the darkness, Adam and Sarah's love blossomed. Their clandestine meetings evolved into stolen moments where they could be themselves, away from the watchful eyes of the facility. Their love became a sanctuary, shielding them from the harsh reality that threatened to engulf them. Their hearts beat in unison, and their love was a glimmer of light that pierced through the darkness. It was a refuge, a place where they could share their fears, dreams, and whispered promises of a future beyond the cruel grasp of their fate. The love they held for each other became a source of strength, a beacon of hope that pushed them to endure the torment of their reality. It was a reminder that love could survive even in the most desolate of circumstances. Their love was tested when Sarah received the call to donate her eyes. The news struck like a dagger, plunging them both into a vortex of despair. Sarah grappled with the fear of losing her sight, and Adam struggled to find the words to comfort her. As the day of the procedure approached, their stolen moments grew more precious. They explored the facility, memorizing every nook and cranny, hoping it would be etched into Sarah's memory to serve her in the dark days to come. On the day of the procedure, Adam held Sarah's hand, trying to be strong for her. The moment she lost her sight, Adam felt his own world go dark. Yet their love remained steadfast, a guiding light in the suffocating darkness. When Adam and Sarah decided it was time to act, the orphanage became a crucible of revolt. The clones united, their cries for freedom echoing through the cold halls. The guards, once indifferent, now faced a force fueled by desperation and the will to live. The rebellion was a storm that had been brewing for years. The facility had underestimated the strength of their collective will. Adam and Sarah stood at the forefront, their love serving as a beacon that rallied their fellow clones. Together they fought for the chance to live, to be more than just spare parts. The rebellion was a testament to their resilience, a cry for freedom that would not be silenced. Adam confronted Dr. Hartman, a puppeteer orchestrating this grotesque theater of life and death. Hartman's office was a chilling display of opulence amidst the surrounding desolation. The confrontation was tense and bitter, as Adam tried to understand the mind that saw them as mere commodities. Hartman was detached, speaking of the necessity of their sacrifice as if it were a minor inconvenience. He revealed the harsh reality, that the world saw them as a resource, their existence justified by the lives they could sustain. Adam's anger boiled, but he suppressed it, determined to expose the truth rather than succumb to the darkness within. One fateful day, the ominous call came. The demand for Sarah's heart. The world's merciless appetite for organs had consumed even the love they clung to. Adam felt his heart shatter, the thought of losing Sarah too much to bear. Rage and determination surged through him. As Sarah's heart kept on beating in somebody else's body, and her body lay cold on a slab in the morgue, Adam felt a despair and fury like never before. In a rage of defiance, Adam led a rebellion, an army of clones united by their shared pain. Their cries for freedom echoed through the facility, as the facility trembled under the force of their collective will. Sarah's sacrifice became a beacon of hope. Adam's love for her propelled him forward, giving him strength. It fueled his determination as he fought to end the cycle of horror, to create a world where love could truly triumph. With their rebellion, the world was forced to confront its own monstrosity. The truth was laid bare, the world's gaze fixed on the abomination they had allowed to persist. Adam emerged as a symbol of defiance, a reminder that love and resilience could triumph over darkness. Though the scars remained, a transformation had begun. The world could no longer ignore the atrocities, and the fight for equality and the right to life gained momentum. In the end, their love was endless, leaving behind a legacy of hope, a testament to the power of love in the face of unspeakable horrors.